You probably have some perspectives that, the rest of the country doesn't have, who has not been in teaching and education. What is something you would say to a parent or a taxpayer or a person? What is it that people maybe aren't seeing that you would like them to see about teaching, education?
Well, the Junior Achievement Program has been around for a long time, and you're likely familiar with it. But anybody that's ever gotten in front of a group of students and tried to get them all heading in the same direction on an assignment or something to do would leave that room in 45 minutes or an hour and go, that's a tough job. And I just don't think people appreciate the complexity of teaching and how difficult it is to get students of different levels, because they don't all come in at the same level. Your children and your wife would know this, that you have students from abilities that are low ability to high ability. They're all in the same room. You're trying to get them all heading in the same general direction. You have to individualize in some cases. You have to manage discipline in other cases. And by the way, as the family goes, so goes the schools in the school district. And families are in more turmoil now than ever before. So the jobs are more difficult than ever before. So I just don't think the taxpayers understand the complexity of teaching. And the only way you would is if you taught, if you literally got up in front of a room and tried to teach. And some of them think, well, I teach Sunday school, so I know what it's like. No, you don't. That's a whole different, this is a different world when students, by the way, compulsory attendance, they're not there by choice. They're there because they're expected to be there. And you don't always get support from parents. And so it is a very tough job. And frankly, if I have something that keeps me up at night now, Jeff, it is, are we going to be able to find good educators 20 years from now to do this job? Because it's getting tougher and tougher to find them.
So to wrap to wrap a bow around what you're saying, you're seeing more dysfunction in the society / families. And when a dysfunctional family has a kid and that kid has to go to your school and sit in your class, you're adding extra levels of turmoil. And when you multiply that kid by 30, now you've got a job.
Mm-hmm. That's correct. Yeah. Now you have a task, and you don't have a choice to kind of go, well, I'm going to just take a little time out. These kids are sitting there, and you're on the spot to provide the best education you can. And they're not all willing learners. And I don't fault the students. I mean, a lot of it is environmental. But, we used to say to the educators, students don't leave their problems at the door when they come in. They're bringing them in with them, and you're going to inherit those problems and have to manage them the best you can. We have a daughter that's a teacher, and it's a really tough job, and it's not getting easier.